Yay, it started finally. We're live once again.
Oh,
Hello,
It's
hello.
not yellow anymore.
3 of us so far.
It's just yellow. Or orange.
You didn't do your camera check beforehand.
Oh, yeah. I'm slipping.
Oh, you look all right.
Yeah, it came back.
Alright, I think I get Kevin down with that bug that's been going around here, so I have no intention of what was going on camera.
Well, there's plenty of action happening in chat to
Holy shit.
keep everybody occupied.
I have an ad going on the YouTube.
A what?
An ad just popped up on YouTube.
Yeah, they for some reason now they stopped with them. They didn't used to.
Huh.
Yeah.
They used to add them for the playback only.
So if you heard anything, that's what that was.
Yeah, no, you probably only heard it through your headphones.
Yeah.
The same way with you can't mute the window before it starts now either.
Right.
I found the workaround is just go start any video and mute that one, and that'll usually mute them all for you.
Well, the good thing was it had a button that said skip ads, so that's what I did.
Yeah, it's only a 5-second roll, I think.
Yeah.
They keep changing this stuff over and over again every week, it seems.
Yeah, what they call improvements. Try to
Yeah.
get everything better, but some of it works, some of it doesn't. You never know.
Nope, you don't until they do it.
Yeah, they're trying to make more money, throwing more ads out there, so.
Let's see how many times I'm going to have to reboot the audio tonight, and we'll know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're trying to hit that balance of not pissing everybody off, but doing enough ads where they're making their money, so.
Well, we pissed a few people off last night.
Who did?
Not we specifically, but
Oh.
I mean, everybody I'm sure has seen one of the 6,000 tweets from today, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth making a big deal over, but we all know it was inappropriate, and
Yeah.
you know,
From what I read.
everybody gets caught up in you know, those what do they call them? I don't know.
One of those moments.
Those
Wrapped
battles.
up at the moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was a little surprised at the time, you know. But it is what it is. She apologized, so let's just hang out.
Yeah, I spoke with Nick, and he wasn't offended by it at all.
Well,
he would have come in tonight too, but they're in the middle of finally moving to their place. So.
If he's not
I'm the black guy.
bringing it up.
Let's get this straight. Like, why did my laptop just go up? You know, I'm literally the only person in this hangout who has any African American blood in me. As little as it may be, a quarter, that counts.
Of course it does.
My dad had a fro.
Yes, we've seen the picture.
Well, it's just a way for them to go after somebody, too. I mean, the wording isn't appropriate, but at the same time, they take that and they want to use it against the person. So.
Well, and it's also kind of a, like there was kind of a reaction like, oh my God, and like, really, everything that's said, I mean, in this whole world, like all the tweets and everything, like I've read so much worse, like actually intentionally worse stuff, specifically something which I'm not even going to bring up because I'm above it, but yeah, you know, I got one actually specifically, well, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it, but
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't think, you know.
They'll work it out one way or another between the two of them, and I'm sure she's not going to make that mistake to say something like that ever again.
Yeah, well, the way I understand it, there's nothing really needs to be worked out. It's, you know, but Nick's actually moving into his, well, he's already in his new place, but he's doing furniture with Sarah, and I don't understand though why they would be moving into a new place. Like they've been staying in a hotel for a while, whatever, and they're moving into a new place, and their wedding is like weeks away, like maybe something like that. I don't even know enough to get specific enough to be saying too much, but yeah, I would try to be living where I was living for a good few months before attempting a wedding.
Well, I think it was the contractor screwed him over, he was saying. The place was supposed to be
Oh,
done
yeah,
in
you're right. I
Houston.
remember that. Yeah, he was supposed to be ready.
Yeah, they didn't have a
Actually,
bathroom in, they didn't have a kitchen in.
I have a friend here who is like the Pope's coming to Philadelphia, and there are like something like a million, somewhere between 1.5 million and 2 million people coming to Philadelphia, and to put that in perspective, the big, like, long, 6-lane wide kind of concourse that goes up to the museum holds 700,000 people, and this is where like big concerts are. So all these people are going to be in Philly, and Airbnbs went nuts. Like people are charging 10, 15, $20,000 for their apartment for 3 days. And one of my friends has a really nice apartment in Center City, and she's moving out. She bought a house, and the house contractors are delaying her to the point that she doesn't know if she's going to be able to get out of her Center City place, which is, I think she's getting like 20,000 for 2 days. So she's freaking out. I couldn't do that. I couldn't move out of, I don't know. It'd just be weird. Have somebody, here's all my stuff, like, enjoy yourself.
And they do that a lot, though. I mean, anytime you have work done at your house, you're trying to move in somewhere, there's always something that happens that delays it.
Oh,
I've
yeah, I
never,
know.
I've never seen anything go smooth before,
I worked with a construction company for a while. I sort of owned it with the guy, and from that side of it, shit just happens. There's no.
Yeah.
I mean, there are contractors that are just kind of lazy, and they'll take checks in the middle and
Oh, yeah.
put things off. But
I had a friend I used to work with, and he quit to go into doing house upgrades and everything. He did my bathroom. And it took him forever. He came out for 3 days, and then he'd be gone for 2 weeks, and he wouldn't say anything. You have to call him up and say, "Well, when are you getting back out here?" "Well, something came up. I had to do this. I'll be out next week." And then he finally comes out for a day and then leaves again. And something that should have taken him a week and ends up taking a month and a half to 2 months. This happens quite a bit. Or the other problem you have is if you buy a new house, a lot of the materials being used on the house isn't the greatest. Like a lot of roofs have to be redone in 5 years because they use the cheaper shingles. And
well, they just want to get the house sold.
Exactly.
And honestly, they're usually so broke by that point that they'll do whatever it takes. I've seen apartments redone where there's like 3 floors and 2 of them are just decked out, hardwood floors, central air, crown molding, like stainless everything, and then like the 3rd floor, the last one is like just like linoleum and
yeah,
like the cheapest possible appliances, just because they go broke. I know there's some shitty developers in Philadelphia.
Oh, they're all over. I mean, even here,
I
I had a friend move into a new house, and they couldn't find the breakout box. They hid the breakout box behind drywall. They had to cut it out.
I believe it.
Like, how do you do that? But it happens.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that time of my life. Worked really hard, but owning a business and getting to be creative and
Yeah.
Hey
I can
guys.
imagine. Hello.
great.
Hey,
How are
guy.
you? Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
I can imagine it'd be a fun job to do, but it's a lot of unreliable people that are in that industry too. Like I had a guy doing my roof, and he'd show up one day with 6 people, and then the next day he'd have 2. You know, just
too many
just don't
jobs.
show up. Yeah.
That's when a guy has like a contractor has like 3 different locations he's working on, and like one of them somebody's getting pissed off, so he pulls people off with another one.
Yep.
I saw a lot of that. It was me and another guy, and then we had 2 people because for us it was mostly building furniture and like a few built-ins, and we were a lot more. We worked basically in the shop and then took stuff to people's houses, but we had 2 guys working with us, and they were really great, so we just got lucky.
Right. That's good.
Hey guys, I know you guys don't want to harp on this. Rory, I know you started off and I saw you in the beginning, but I kind of just want to touch it. I don't think we should gloss over it so quickly.
Well, it's not that we glossed over it, but it's not something that we want to beat to death. Like,
No,
I mean,
we don't
we all
want to
know
beat to
what.
death. I think everyone kind of is entitled to their opinion, especially who was in here last night, and because frankly, I'm ashamed of myself that I didn't say anything in the first place.
Everybody feels that way, pretty much.
Okay,
From
well,
what I've heard.
yeah, but I kind of want to say it. You know, it happened here.
No, I get it.
Yeah, it happened here, so you know, I want to say it here, and it's not because Nick posted something or anything like that. I mean, I felt it last night, and I was ashamed of myself for not saying anything. And you know, we can all say that this one has black people or whatever. It's not even being called that. It's just using that word. It's such a hateful word in general. So that's kind of just what I wanted to say on my own feelings. You know, I can apologize to Nick. You know, I'm probably not going to be super popular for doing that, but you know, I think it was kind of a surprise to everybody when it happened.
Does it really not matter the skin color? Like, I'm kind of getting offended here. Not you, Karen, specifically, but I mean, I grew up feeling. I mean, half of my family was black, so I grew up.
Oh, it absolutely matters, but the word. Listen.
I know the word is the word.
Right. So because everyone's argument is, well, Nick isn't black. Okay, so then let's say Nick isn't black, but the word itself. So, you know, if we're taking happening to Nick out of the equation, would I just say that to you anyway, and you know, in anger about, you know, let's say I was just mad at you about something, you know, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, honestly, I'm like shaking here because, like I said, I'm ashamed from last night that I didn't say anything, and then, you know, I even sent a message to Nick apologizing only because it was directed towards him and just embarrassed, you know, that of my own behavior, because I'm a huge proponent of whenever someone says, I mean, I knew a group of guys, they were real tight, good friends, and they used that word very liberally, you know, just it was a part of their vocabulary. Well, this one guy was. And I'm like, God, I can't hang out with these people. I mean, we're just casually hanging out in a pool hall, but they're throwing that word around, you know, because there's like black guys playing at the pool table. And I'm thinking, this is supposed to be like fun. Now we're going to get into a fight or whatever. You're going to be offending people. People go out to have a good time on a Friday night. So, I mean, I said something to the guy, and and I'm sure everybody's going to say they're huge, and I believe they are. But for me, I'm just saying, I was embarrassed for myself and ashamed that I didn't say anything. That's all. That's all I want to say. You know, I won't keep harping on it either.
Yeah, and at the time, I think everybody just it's the kind of thing where it's so rare that it just, you know, everybody was kind of just, you know, speechless. I mean, there's not, what do you say? And I talked about this with someone earlier. What possible thing could anybody say at that point to, you know? I mean, anything would have made it worse. Anything whatsoever. So I think the way we just kind of, I don't know. I think it went as well as possible afterwards. I don't think anything else would have been good. But this, you know, I think it's healthy.
But I'm sorry, you said it is or isn't? I'm sorry.
Is this
okay,
today?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. I mean, you know, like I said, I'm not gonna harp on it. That's just kind of, I want to just say how I felt. Thank you.
Next. Yeah. So.
Let's say we can't get back to the housing discussion now.
Yeah, you swept the housing discussion all up.
They had a big housing boom back in the early 80s up in my area. And they were just throwing condos up left and right. They were going for $500,000, $750,000. And they were just skinned over particle. The walls were falling apart within 3 or 4 years of winter hitting them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could be
It's
dealing.
amazing how fast they put up homes nowadays.
Well, they could be dealing with a remake of that too.
Yeah.
They could have gutted out an old place from the 80s. And they did. They built them out of shit.
Yeah.
Well, I can't believe, like, I mean, I don't know if I should just say fuck it and just say everything in detail, but there's this building in Philly that I know that is, the first floor is business, like a lot of the places in Philly, and then the second, third, and fourth are apartments, and basement, blah, blah, blah. And this developer, this happens, I've seen a few of them, the developer comes in and does the residential upstairs, and the store or the office or the whatever in the first floor just stays like shit, and like the floor is like tilting, and there's been one building that collapsed in that area, but it's like, how can you redo a building like 4 of the 5 stories of it and leave the lowest, well, you know, the first floor, like just trash? Like, it doesn't seem like there's all these amazing fire equipment and alarms and automated systems, and then like you know, sprinklers from the 50s on the first floor, and everything goes through the first floor, so obviously if the first floor goes up in smoke,
Yep. You're in trouble.
But anyway, I don't know, that's kind of a weird subject. What else happened?
I've seen a lot of wood floors where they, you know, that flooring and the paneling stuff where they piece it together, and they don't do it right. They don't leave enough space at the ends, so when the wood expands, it has places to go. A lot of places it's pack it in so tight that when it expands, it starts buckling.
Yeah, that's just stupidity.
Yeah,
that's
you
just
see
not
that a
knowing
lot.
their trade.
Yeah, you see that a lot though. And you always see different things. Windows are the same way. They put cheap windows in, and those have to be replaced. The wintertime, you can really feel it here in Michigan.
Oh, heck yeah, you can.
Wind cuts through those windows.
We used to go and buy that plastic stuff that you'd put a 2-side tape over it and then have to hit with a blow dryer. Installation. Those work really well, though.
Yeah, they do. I know people that just leave that stuff up all year long.
Yeah. As long as you don't get a finger into it or something, it'll stay clear.
Yeah. Well, it's good too, because if you take it off and you got AC blowing, it's the same thing as the winter. You got all that warm air still coming in, so people just leave it up all year long. Mm-hmm. But the only problem with that is you leave that up and then you can't open windows.
That's what I was going to say. I wonder what kind of sweating problem you get in the summertime too with condensation.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got the AC running.
Yeah. Plus, I like opening the windows. It's nice. I'm not a big AC guy. I'd rather have windows open.
Oh yeah. At least you live in an area where you can.
I like that.
2 months a year we can down here.
Yeah.
Plus, it's just so damn dusty down here anyways. If you leave the windows open, there's crap everywhere.
Right.
Hours. The wind comes whipping across northern Mexico. It's all deserty out there, I guess.
I hear you.
A month ago, we had that sandstorm that blew in from Africa. I guess that went halfway up through the country by the time it was through dumping.
Yeah.
Do you even have furnaces down your way?
No, they're electric.
Okay.
You usually only use them maybe part of January and February.
Okay.
Occasionally into December, but not usually.
Yeah.
The last
yeah,
one
you know.
usually.
I'm sure you're familiar with the big ass furnaces that are down in the basement up here.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. So you have nothing like that down your way.
No, God, no. They don't have basements down here. The land moves around so much they can't build them.
Oh, okay.
It's all clay and sand, so it shifts constantly. You're always seeing people getting foundation work done.
Yeah.
Like if you're driving down the road and find this field with just these huge piles of dirt on it, that's because they're going to turn that into a development. They use that dirt to try and pack the ground down before building on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It drives me crazy though. They don't put in duct work at all. They just lay like the water pipes and your drain pipes right into the cement and pour it. But what the hell is the poor bastard going to do 30 years down the road if something goes wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're going to freaking break up the entire floor just to find where the one leak's going to be in the pipe.
Yeah, especially with the temperature change you get, those pipes go through a lot.
You'd think that they'd have, you know, just put in a central ductwork system where everything ran, you can get to it.
Yeah.
And you get it, but in the wintertime, you can feel exactly where they run through the kitchen.
Right.
The hot water flowing underneath the floor surface.
You seen the? I assume you got the old, not the old style, but the normal water heaters, right? You have one of those, or do you have something different?
Yeah, my parents had one of those old furnaces that was literally wrapped in asbestos. Had probably 8 inches of the stuff on all the way around it.
Yeah. I was watching a show with the water heaters. They don't even have that big tank anymore. The pipes run through this unit that's on your wall, and that's what heats up the water.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It doesn't take up much space at all, but it's pretty expensive, though.
Yeah, those tankless systems are cool as hell.
Yeah.
I was actually looking for a while at building a solar water heater on the roof. I've got a flat section right above where the water heater is, so I could have plumbed it straight down and into it.
Yeah, the new thing that they're advertising, I saw a new commercial for it, was your roofing. They want to get away from shingles. They want to put up this steel type roof on your house, and that's the only time you'll ever have to put a roof on, because this stuff's supposed to last forever. I don't know how expensive that is, but
how loud would it be in a storm too, though?
Yeah. Yep.
Metal roof buildings are loud.
And same with the heat hitting on it. How much warmer does it make the house? I don't know. I really haven't looked at it. I just saw a commercial for it. That seems like a good idea. You'd save a lot of money, but I don't know how expensive they're going to put up originally.
I don't need this shit.
Hmm? What?
Karen?
Yeah.
What was that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry, I'm just listening. No, I'm just taking shit in the chat, obviously. So.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I'm sure you guys can read it. You know, I
I
mean.
didn't have it up.
Yeah, I don't have it up right now either.
Oh, okay.
I do now.
I'm really surprised that doesn't bother anybody. So, you know.
Well. Yeah.
No, I let it go. I mean, you know, but of course I'm getting shit in the chat for it. I mean, we just had 2 reporters get killed, shot in broad daylight, you know, at point-blank range over race wars, and we're just gonna, you know, it's okay to use hateful words and language.
Well, I wouldn't call it over a race war. The guy wanted to try and start a race war.
Exactly, though. But
it didn't work.
No.
But he was
You know,
trying
I'm
to get
saying that
people
here.
to be more
Pissed off about it.
like sensitive to things. Like,
Right.
well, I guess you
Like-
could look at it both ways.
Empower
Like
the
that. Like that.
Right, but that's his goal. You know, want to, you know, make it so it's that powerful.
So did any of you choose to watch the video?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I saw it.
I didn't watch it.
it's not like there was the videos like you were thinking of. I don't watch.
The
It's just
ISIS
there's stuff you can't unsee, but that one is more. It's impactful, but you're not seeing, you know.
blood and gore.
Yeah, like Hollywood type. Nah.
Right. I just didn't want to see it. Just,
I know. You're probably. Yeah, I wish I hadn't.
Yeah, but you know, curiosity always gets to you, and you say,
Well,
I'll check it out.
I'll tell you the first the first, I don't know who it was, the guy in the orange jacket, the first beheading in the Middle East. It was like the internet was first really where like everything like that would be out there, and I don't know why I watched that one, and it fucked me up. Like it fucked me up for a while. Like
Yeah, I did the same. It didn't really fuck me up, but I was like, why did I want to watch that? I just asked myself, you know. Because even when they came out with the gruesome photos of Hussein's kids, they had pictures of that out there, and for some reason I had to check that out. I don't know why, but I did.
That stuff doesn't bother me mainly because it's like what an undertaker would do. It's not
right, but still, you know, do you really need to look at it? You know,
right.
No, that was just all the bullet holes and stuff.
I used to work on murdered victims. It doesn't bother me at all to look at that stuff. I've seen hundreds of them.
Yeah, from what you work in, yeah. I watched the one where I'm trying to remember what the situation was, but the guy went out in the woods and the chopper was following him, and the guy shot himself right there on live TV.
Yeah.
You know, showed that. Yeah.
Well, that politician who did it too, and then turned into like a geyser. The blood just poured out of his head. I can't remember what his name.
Yeah, sorry. I was just curious because I decided not to watch this one. I don't know why. I watched the other ones and decided not to watch this one, but
no, it was just gunshots basically.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Okay, some of it because a lot of the news. There's a lot of the local news channels were saying we refuse to show the footage. So I wasn't sure how bad it was. Or...
Yeah. On a scale of internet footage, it was like a 1.
Yeah.
Certainly nothing like the ISIS videos or any of those things.
Right. I hear you. That's just something else that stuff's like that's always going on, but it is. You get to deal with it. So what else happened today? Anything good?
Nope. I was busy running around. Doctor's appointments for my wife.
I had a long meeting. It's like 1:30 to 5, something like that. And then I had to go back to work to pick up stuff and drop off stuff. And by the end, I'm very good at, over the years, I've gotten really good at staying up and, you know, looking very awake. And then in this meeting, like, I just couldn't keep them open by like 4 o'clock. I think I was maybe eating, and I was sitting there and I'm looking at the person, focusing, and then my eyes just were refusing to cooperate, and they would just. I'm like, no. I was aware, conscious. I wasn't like nodding off, but
you had no clue what they were talking about, though, did you?
No, I did. That's the funny thing. It's like, well, I knew too much about what they were talking about. Maybe that was the problem. I already knew.
What they were going to say.
Yeah, it was like sort of something for other people.
Yeah. Yeah, we had an all team meeting today for our work. Those are the worst. You know, here's what's going on, and you know, they get to facilities and they talk about, oh, we're gonna tile the floor in the main lobby. And like, oh, great, thanks for sharing that with me. Oh, we're gonna put new lighting in where you guys sit. Okay, whatever.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And you will be thankful and grateful.
Then they went over, they put slides up of the buildings, and they showed the tornado shelter areas, and, you know, if you sit here, you should go here, if you sit here, go there, and, you know, we have emergency people, and this person's in charge of this area, and this one. I'm like, oh, God. Okay, whatever. That's when I got up and went to my niece's, or the football game. They played today at 3 o'clock, and the meeting went till 3. So I got out of there about 2:45, headed over to the game. My niece is a cheerleader on the team, so that was fun. It's the first game of the year. Nice weather.
Sure it was.
Yeah.
Did they win at least?
Oh yeah, they shut them out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, the school she goes to. Oh, that's the other. We could talk about this all day. The school that she goes to is like a college. It's amazing how much money this school brings in. The football field has one of those turf fields. Like I don't know if you're familiar with the Lions. Their turf is like that, made out of tires, that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they have down on their field. And then each 5 yards is a different color. I mean, the field's only 2 colors, but every 5 yards they alternate the colors. You know, and it's amazing how much money that school brings in.
Yeah, the local high school here did the same thing about 3 years ago. They put in an artificial surface. They said, and then both the high school my kids all went to and that other high school just put up domes to practice in.
Yeah, we played in dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
They threw grass down at the beginning of the season, and by the end of it, it was gone.
One of the towns we played was at the tip of a peninsula, going out towards Boston Harbor. You get clamshells and shit all over the place when you were playing.
Yeah.
Things would cut like hell.
But they have benches on the sideline, like the pros do. And they all sit there. The offense sits on a bench while the defense is out in the field. And it's so funny to watch all this. And they got like 7, 8 coaches, and the goalpost. They have that padding around the bottom of the goal coat.
Yeah.
The goalpost. They've got their school colors and their logo on it. And it's crazy.
Oh yeah, all the schools down here all have huge inflatables. They all run out of at the start and everything else.
And I figured out one time, or thought I figured out, I think they pull in at a home game 20-25 grand for varsity, easily. Just from ticket sales, concession sales, 50-50 raffle. They pull in, I'd say, at least 20,000 a game.
That's
make
amazing.
A lot of money. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That was the snack pot.
Well, the 50-50, you take home $3,000-$4,000 every game.
Wow.
Yeah.
They usually get a couple of hundred at my kids' high school.
Yeah. And then the concessions, I mean,
I was going to say, what's the concession bar like?
I mean, they just some normal stuff, but they actually grill everything. So if you get a hot dog or a hamburger, there's somebody there grilling it.
Mm-hmm.
Hot dogs, if you buy them by the bulk and the buns and everything, it's probably a quarter, 30 cents a hot dog. They charge $2. So they're making good profit on everything. Candy, popcorn, all the normal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the parents, they're all into it. They all have their gear on, their T-shirts, their sweatshirts, their hats. And we never had that stuff, at least when I was going.
No, of course not.
They never thought about any of that, I don't think. But hell, when I was going, they struggled just to be able to play sports.
We were happy getting a jacket at the end of the season.
Yeah, my brother, he couldn't play a couple years, my older brother, because they didn't have enough funds to support after-school activities. So everything got canceled for a couple years. Then they were able to fund it again. Yeah, but I know my brother was telling me with his daughter with cheerleading, I think he pays $150 just for her to cheer. And then they got to buy the uniform, the shoes, the pom-poms. They're always doing some activity. Like this weekend, they're doing a car wash. Mm-hmm. Things like that. They're always doing something to raise money.
Yeah, my daughter did the same thing when my son was playing Pop 1 football. She was always on one of the cheerleading squads too.
Yeah. That's a big business.
I'll say the football team, I can't remember ever doing any fundraisers, but the cheerleaders did all the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and she's always calling me up. We're doing another one. We're doing the Little Caesar pizza kits. Do you want to buy one of those? Or we're doing candy this time. There's always something. And of course, you're like, okay, I'll buy something.
Yeah. The stuff we used to have to sell, usually the chocolate was white when you opened the wrappers.
Yeah.
That stuff was horrible.
Yeah. But yeah, they have a lot of pluses that we never had as when I was in school. The technology they have in their classrooms now is unbelievable, and which is good. I'm glad they have that.
What other thing? We used to have to sell like calendars and something else too.
Oh, we had magazines.
Yeah.
Magazine subscriptions was the big thing.
Things nobody in their freaking mind ever wanted to buy.
Yeah. Or
Christmas wrapping paper. You get like a sheet 4 feet by 4 feet.
Yeah. Or candles. They make you try selling candles. Like, what guy wants to sell candles? Yeah, they don't start school till September 8th, I think it is. Yeah, September 8th.
I'm surprised they can play before school starts.
Yeah, actually, they've got another game next week, so they'll have 2 games in before school even starts.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we could start practicing until 2 weeks before school started.
Yeah.
We start in the middle of August and have double sessions.
I think it's kind of a good thing. That way they kind of are getting involved with school before it even starts, and, you know, they're adapting to practices and everything before school. It's just not everything thrown at them at once, which is kind of good. So, but it's fun. It's fun to go watch them play.
Oh, absolutely.
Now that she's on the JV team, they play Thursday evenings now. Or mostly Thursday evenings. Next week is Wednesday because of the holiday.
How old are the kids?
15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, last year she was on the freshman team, so they played before the JV team, so all their games were at 3 o'clock. So it made it tough to go to the games because of work, but now that they're 7 o'clock, it's, obviously a lot easier.
Yeah,
except for today. For some reason today, well, they threw all 3 games today. Usually the freshmen and the JV play one day, and then the varsity plays the next day. For some reason today, all 3 played today, so that's why they had a 3 o'clock.
Taking a peek at chat for a minute.
Yeah, she's always involved with. She had to take driver's training this summer, and she plays softball and does cheerleading, so she's always busy.
Let's say, yeah, she sounds real busy.
Yeah.
Plus, you took
it's not like
for a weekend.
Yeah, it's not like when we used to go to school. You'd have your baseball season, then it was over till next year.
Yeah,
this stuff goes year round now, non-stop.
You played pickup ball in your neighborhood every day.
Yeah.
You played baseball all summer long, and then switched to football in the fall, and basketball in the winter.
Yep. Not anymore. She cheers all the time. They take a couple-month break, but that's about it. Yeah, I'm going to check the chat out myself. Let's see.
Yeah. You can do the Roy's asleep joke now.
I'm reading them talking about Mark in Hot Trash.
Oh, in
Talking about Mark?
Yeah, like...
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Well, I should keep it that way, but, I mean, Mark, like, come on.
Are they trying to say how he was used? That was normally how it was discussed.
Just all the same Mark stuff.
Yeah, easy target.
Well, sets himself up for a lot of it.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Of course, don't we all?
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm taking my dad to a baseball game on Sunday. A little worried about that one. Called Lansing Lugnuts. It's a single A baseball team.
Oh, single A, okay.
Yeah. I haven't taken him to a game yet, and I think I told you how he is with his leg and everything. He needs a wheelchair. So he wanted to go to a Tiger game. I'm like, well, I'd rather start you off at a Lug Nut game, if they're sold out, they'll get 9,000 people.
Yeah.
Tiger game's 40,000.
How's the accessibility there, though? I'm thinking
It's a lot better at the Lug Nut game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we can park right next to the stadium. And when I mean right next to the stadium, it's right there. It's not that far at all. Like when you park at Tiger Stadium, right next to the stadium is a distance.
Oh, heck.
It won't be as many people, so it'll be easier to get them around in a wheelchair and stuff. So, a little concerned about all that.
Yeah, when we went to the game a few weeks back, we probably parked 6 blocks away. It was a free hike to get there.
Yeah, there's no way he could do that.
The barely way I could do it. That's about the absolute maximum range I have.
Yeah, well, when you get to the pros, you're talking a lot bigger stadiums, so.
And always right in the middle of the city, too.
Yep. Yeah.
A lot of parking, a lot of vacant lots in the area around there.
Right.
So that's where everybody was parking.
Yeah, you go to a football game, it's crazy, a Lions game, because, there's only 8 of those a year.
Yeah.
And everything right around the stadium is for season ticket holders only. Mm-hmm. So you got to park several blocks away. And there's no way I could take him to a game anymore. But yeah, I want to take him to stuff, and he wants to go to stuff, but he's got to realize too he can't go to everything.
No.
No,
it sucks when you get older.
Yeah. But we were talking last week about, today. Next week they have another football game. It's Wednesday. I wasn't sure what time. He said, "Can you take me?" I'm like, "Dad, I have no idea if I can take you at this point. I got to work, and then I got to see what time the game is and what time I can get out of work, and because you're adding an extra half an hour just to get him."
Yeah, I'm sure.
If not more.
And the games don't last all that long.
Right. Yeah, and I don't want to say no to him, but at the same time, got to be realistic about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like going to the game Sunday, the Lansing game. It's a 4:00 game on Sunday, and we live about an hour and a half away from there.
Oh, wow. That's
good. So we're going to have to leave at 1:30 because we have to make sure that we can get in the lot right next to the stadium. Right. There's not a lot of handicap parking there, so and they only open an hour before the game, but if you don't get there early enough, then you won't be able to park there.
Right.
Yeah, so you have to make a whole day out of it. Yeah. You got to make a whole day event out of it.
I can never understand why they're not forced to have more handicap parking spaces at those places too.
Yeah.
So it doesn't much matter down here. Everybody's overweight, and they'll end up getting a handicap placard for that.
Yeah.
I think 1 or 2 years in a row, Corpus was voted the fattest city in America or something like that.
Detroit's right up there. But no, I used to go to a lot of games with him, but what happened to him and all makes it a lot tougher. So, but do what you can.
Yeah, nothing else you can do.
Yeah,
at least you are taking him places. A lot of people don't even do that.
Yeah, he doesn't make it easy. I don't want to say that. It's just I know he wants to do stuff, but it's, like I said, he just jumps at it. He goes, "You can take me to the game next week, right?" And I'm like, "Calm down, Dad." It's like, I don't know.
Poor guy's bored.
No, I know. I understand that, but yeah, it's not that easy. Because going to his house is out of the way for me. Because when I go to Lansing, I could hop on the freeway right by my house and go, but now I gotta go 20 minutes north just to pick him up. So that's just 40 minutes right there, and just picking him up.
Yeah.
On top of it, so.
You can get him on Saturday, maybe, and just bring him down to your place.
Yeah. Well.
Then you can just take off from there.
Not really, because he needs a lot of stuff around the house. To go to the bathroom. He needs walkers, and he has a device in the bathroom that he lifts himself up off of the toilet and all that stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's not portable.
Right. So.
Yeah, Kerry said
I'm not complaining about it.
You can't find a handicap spot in Florida.
I believe that. Yeah, I don't make it easy around here either. There's a lot of people that have handicaps. I'm not sure why. You'll see them get out of their car and. Well, I think they make it easy too because here in Michigan they just give you the tag that goes on your mirror, so you could just take that out of one car and put it in another.
Yeah, exactly. That happens a lot down here too.
Yeah.
20-somethings getting out and they're just parked in the handicap spot. Like, really?
Yeah. Yep. Well, the one thing I do like is on some cars they have handicap plates, so they'll have the license plate and they'll have a little handicap on there.
Yeah, we have those.
Yeah.
We have placards. You can have you can either get one plate and a placard, or 2 plates or 2 placards. I think are your options.
Yeah.
The plate makes it much easier than the placard too.
Right. I think they should make that how you should be able to do handicap is through the plate, because you can't just transfer a plate off of a car to another.
Right.
And then in instances where, let's say you had surgery on your knee or something and you needed something part-time for 6 months, then okay, you do the placard thing. But
right.
Yeah, I would like them to see them change to the plate so there isn't as much abuse for it.
Well, even they were doing the temporary ones down here, they were still granting them for like 5 to 7 years. So once you had one,
that's contemporary.
Exactly. It's like, Jesus Christ, give me a break.
I'll give you a year. I'll give you a year as temporary, but I don't even think that's temporary.
Not down here.
Yeah.
Once you get the note from the doctor, you were good for, honest to God.
Yeah. Yeah, my buddy has one I went to Chicago with. He's got sclerodoma. He's got problems with his hands. So, he's got handicap. It's tough for him to carry things and whatnot. But, his goes through 2018. He doesn't have to renew his until 2018. That's a pretty long time. I mean, he's never going to not need handicap, but if that's the case, then why not just issue him a plate?
Exactly.
And he won't have to renew it.
Yeah.
I have put him through all that to have to renew. And I'm guessing to renew, I don't know, you probably need another doctor's note, I guess. I don't know.
Right, exactly. You got to bring a new one in when it's expired.
Right. That's what I would think. So I would think now he's got to make a trip to the doctor and get that script and then take it in and get the plate renewed for however many years. Just a pain in the butt.
I think that's why they gave such a long period down here.
Yeah.
Remember, they even had a colored system they were using for a while. Well, one was red, I think, was temporary, and blue was supposed to be a longer, more permanent.
Yeah. Yeah, we got that too. They're different colors for those tags you put on your mirror. Yeah, I think my dad's got to renew his every once in a while too.
Mm-hmm.
My mom has one too. I'm not quite sure why. Well, I don't know. She has problems with her legs, but nothing where I would think she needs a handicap. But she's got one.
Yeah, but to say,
and I'm okay with it. She's in her 70s. I'm not, too worried about that. But like I said, you can see a lot of abuse. I even have a friend. She posted on Facebook. She lives down in the Chicago area, and she's got handicap. I forget what she has, but she needs handicap, and she's always upset when people take her handicap spots. And there's nothing available, and these people don't even have a sticker or anything on their car. So she went out and made her own parking tickets, and she fills them out and puts them on the cars if they don't have a tag.
I've seen people do that before too.
Yeah.
They'll even know you're a huge asshole.
Yep.
I think there was a video on someplace where they put like 1,000 Post-it notes all over a guy's car. I don't remember what country it was in.
Yeah,
for parking in handicap. Yeah, they made a handicap sign out of the Post-it notes.
Yeah, that was it.
I saw that. Yeah, that was cool.
It didn't make any sense why the guy didn't rip it off his window when it came off in that big sheet.
Yeah, I think it was kind of staged.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But it was funny though.
Yeah, stuff like that is good. Have you ever seen that show on ABC? I think it's ABC, where they'll stage something in a cafeteria. They'll be picking. They'll have three kids sitting there, and two of them are picking on the other one, bullying them, and they try to see if other people that are sitting around there will interact and get involved with it. And
Yeah.
have you ever seen that show? That's pretty interesting. Because they did one where the kids were talking about taking something, cough syrup, like drink the whole bottle and get messed up. And the kid was like, no, I don't want to do it. And the other ones were pushing them, and the people around there jumped in and told them not to.
What are you up to, Rory?
Not so much.
You sound tired all of a sudden.
Yeah, I am more now.
I think that meeting got to you.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long week. I don't know why, but it's been a long week.
Oh, I know why. I could give you about 20 reasons it was a long week.
Well, I think for me, I got back from Chicago, and when you go away for the weekend, it's nice and all, but you come back and you feel like you didn't really have a weekend because you were on the go the whole time.
Yeah, you're busy the whole time, exactly.
Yeah. So you get back on Monday and you're like, oh my God, I'm ready for a weekend. When you're saying that on Monday, you know it's going to be a long week.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. Well, one more day, and actually next week will be nice. It'll probably be slow at the end of next week because of the holiday. Everybody will take vacation, and got a nice 3-day holiday coming up, 3-day weekend.
Right.
That'll be nice.
And it's back into fall and winter.
Yeah, but actually, it's not. I mean, November, December go by really quick because of all the time we have off.
Well, that helps
like this
you.
year. Yeah, I know that. I know it doesn't help a lot of people. In retail, they're probably like, screw you, Scott. We hate December. Thanksgiving through December. Screw that. But, yeah, because we get off, like the automotive companies, it's amazing the amount of time they get off over that period. This year we won't get it, but, we do get voting day off. But that's only for big elections, so presidential, governor. So we don't have that this year. But then we get Veterans Day off, 2 days off for Thanksgiving, and we usually go back for 3 weeks, and then we get off Christmas Eve until the day after the New Year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I like that. That's a nice break.
That's almost like the European system. They shut down a week or so before Christmas and don't go back till after New Year.
Yeah. Well, it's nice because, there's so much going on over the holiday, and obviously you got to work, and then after that you go to parties and go see family and all that. And it's nice to not have to worry about the work portion of it. Because I'll probably because I think New Year or Christmas Eve is, on a Thursday. So we'll have that day off, but I think I'm going to take the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off as well for vacation. So it'll be a nice 2.5 weeks, and go get all your Christmas shopping done, and do the party thing, and just make it nice and relaxing. So I always remember that with my dad because he worked at Ford for 30-some years.
Was Karen just bouncing?
Who?
I thought Karen was just bouncing. I heard a voice.
It was my phone.
Oh, okay.
It was my phone.
You're getting all excited.
It's my work email. Yeah, that
She
was my
makes your
phone.
work
I
email
was like, oh
sound
shit.
fun.
Holy crap, there's a novel going on in chat.
I love when my email goes off.
I gotta go read this. We'll be back in like an hour. I gotta go read the chat. We got a novel going on in here. Okay, it's the same stuff.
Yeah. I can give you the long and short of it.
Hey, my house got a new avatar.
Huh?
Oh, that's creepy. Is that you?
Yeah.
Did you do one of those zombie things?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Didn't take much. Only added one effect, the blood.
Yeah,
The rest of it's all real.
cool. Yeah, I like those. They have one of those for The Walking Dead.
I tried to get on Elisa's show, you know, back when she was doing the toothless thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, this picture disqualified me.
Uh,
I had too many teeth.
yeah.
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
I like it. So what's going on, Bio?
I gotta fucking stay in this aircast booth for another fucking month.
Oh.
Yeah, really?
Yep.
Don't know weight bearing?
25% for 2 weeks and then slowly go up to 50%.
Well, that's better.
Yeah, but still.
It's just not healing right, or what's the...
I got to see some of the shit they did. It was kind of neat. I got to see the x-rays because they wanted to see how the grafts and the pins were.
Yeah.
And how the healing was. They actually took the back of my heel and cut it off. Slid it over. I don't know exactly how far. I couldn't really tell. But they slid it over enough so it was very noticeable. And then they reattached it.
Uh-huh.
And then I guess they grafted some stuff onto the other side where it went over the other side of the ankle bone that it cut off from. And then it attached it there also. That was pretty fucking gruesome looking.
Yeah. That stuff kind of freaks me out when they do that stuff.
Yeah, but I guess one of the incision that popped open or whatever later, it's the one in front of that. Apparently it isn't completely taken and healed yet.
Yeah.
Of all the 4 cuts, that's just the one that's not working. So yeah, 2 more weeks of 25% weight gain.
Yeah.
That's a start, though.
Yeah, I was hoping to hear, let's start physical therapy.
Yeah, no, they're not going to rush it. With everything they had to rebuild, it's going to take
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Gotten most of the bills in now. I'm just hitting over 40,000. Yeah.
Talk to me when you get to 450.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going in for cancer treatments or anything.
I wasn't either. I got it.
Yeah, that's about when mine came out to Rory, when I was in the accident. I was over 500,000.
Individual surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait till that physical therapy starts. You're going to be in pain when they do that.
Is that with insurance, Bio?
No. Yes, it is. That's
shit.
the insurance bills that I'm seeing.
After,
total.
okay. Oh,
No,
okay.
no, before insurance.
Yeah.
Although I should add in a discount.
Yeah, luckily, I had an HMO at the time, so they had to cover everything.
I just want to see Janella and Crystal.
Yeah.
Oop, your audio's real low.
HMOs get a bad rap, but I think they're not too bad.
Yeah, your audio keeps going in and out, Bio.
The only problem with it is if I wanted to have a certain doctor do something, I had to fight like hell to get it.
Yeah, and when you have a
does
lot of different unique things, that can be a pain. Like I just pay out the ass. I pay I don't know, 400, maybe 500 a month in insurance, all together, health, accident, income,
But your audio's cutting in and out, Bio.
Still?
Yeah, it's real soft. It was good and strong for a while.
God damn it.
If you get a loose wire somewhere in the jack or
Chad's
something.
fucking fault. Chad came to my house on his lunch break and fucked up my shit. Cocksucker.
Dialed in.
Shouldn't you be making some kind of video or audio clip all distorted out of shit? Messing with my fucking microphone. I said I want to see Janella and Crystal do some lesbian scissor thing and kiss and make up. I'd be willing to do pay-per-view. I'd pay.
Okay.
sure a lot of people would.
There, it sounds a little. It's peaking again.
Yeah, now it's working.
It's so fucking weird. I don't understand what the problem is.
Yeah, it sounds good now.
Yeah, it sounds better.
Yeah. So other than that, I'm just scratching my balls. What were you guys talking about?
I'm just sitting there thinking about scratching my balls, actually.
Go for it. That's the best part about being an adult. When no one's around, you just sit there and scratch your balls for as long as you want.
Yeah, you're not on camera. No one's going to see it.
Well,
I hear scratching.
Roy's scratching it right now. You can't see it. Scott, you're probably doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see your hand, Scott.
Nope. There's a reason for that.
See? So I overheard something briefly about Nick and Demina earlier. Or was that in chat? I missed part of it.
Yeah, we want to leave it
Sorry.
there.
Did I say something?
Yeah, we talked about it. We're done. We're moving on.
But I heard Demina's coming in blackface.
We'll find out.
Well,
I'm kidding. Before I get my fucking head chopped off for a mail bomb.
Yeah. No, we're talking about surgeries and contractors building homes.
Yeah, we're talking about shitty houses, actually.
You know what? It's a really great show to watch. Adam Carolla's To Catch a Contractor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. When I've got time to kill and there's like nothing else I want to watch, I'll dig up an episode of that I haven't seen. I love watching that show.
Yeah.
I like seeing people who got screwed over at least get something out of the deal.
That happened to me. It took them like 3 months. We gave them a little more than half to do my kitchen. And we found out that, like, later on, and this was a referral by someone who's huge in the valley here. And we gave them about $4,000. And we find out maybe a month later, when we haven't heard from her, that she's on the top 10 list of most wanted contractors in the valley here in Vegas. Yeah, I mean, we got the job done because the guy who referred me felt super bad about it, and so he hooked me up with everything, but it was just constant leaving work early, coming in late, taking off because I had to keep running up and down. She got her shop closed and everything. They locked her out of her place. So yeah.
Sounds like a real winner. I should marry.
Yeah.
Marry
but
that.
Luckily, the people who finished it did a fantastic job. And the guy who we had separate people doing the cabinets, he was separate from her, and he was fantastic. So it's sort of like, oh my God, this is really great, but then it's like, fuck, we don't have granite, we don't have, like it was the granite, and like, because I had like the U-shaped kitchen and then the island, and that's the part that wasn't getting done, but that's the most expensive, That was the slab, and you have to, you can't cut a slab anywhere, so I was living that To Catch a Contractor nightmare for about 3 months.
Now, is that before you would watch the show or after?
It was before. The show wasn't on yet. It was about maybe 3 years ago. And it was funny when I heard Adam go on Howard and talk about that. I'm like, fuck, I could have used him. I would have loved to have. I don't even know where this woman is. She might have gone back to Mexico. I think she was Mexican or whatever. They said that, they can't find her.
Can't find her?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how hard they're looking. And then you kind of commiserate with other people and you hear their stories too. Same type of shit happens to them. See, in Vegas, houses go up so quickly, and it takes them like 2 months to build. And we had some electrical issues. Not issues. We just when we were doing the kitchen, we connected the electricity and it wasn't working. So we had a professional electrician come out, and he's like, I can't believe the wiring in your house is this fucked up. The house was built in 2005. And I'm thinking, wow, like a lot of people's homes are like that. My friend found she was having problems with her plumbing. So they opened up where they thought it was, and they found a beer bottle in the pipes.
I believe it.
Yeah, they have workers drinking beer during lunch and just throw their bottles or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing that's really bad in the new homes is wiring. They really screw that up.
Yeah, they couldn't believe how many things were attached to this one socket.
Yeah.
And what scares me is, that was just one spot. I mean, what does the rest of the wiring in my house look like?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I'll find out. I'm going to make sure I up my homeowners for fire.
We have the same problem in my house right now. We got, like, if I turn the coffee maker on when the microwave is running across on the other side of the kitchen, it trips the breaker.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Fucked up. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, we got 2 lights, the washer, dryer, microwave, and refrigerator all on one circuit.
Mhm.
Wow.
So if I run 3 of the 4, it'll blow.
Good work. Good work.
Yep.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we have a ton of outlets. I mean, I think I have about 7 or 8 in my kitchen alone. Connects to, like the living room, like an open concept type thing. So
Right.
I don't know. I've never had to overload one outlet, but I don't know how many are connected to either. So.
Right, yeah, they all could be connected together.
Yeah.
If you run...
Kind of spread it out just in case. Well, I use the island more than anything, so I'm always plugging things into there.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, but like I said, if I'm running the dryer with the microwave and then the kitchen's running at the same time, forget it.
And then you're like, do I really want to pay an electrician to come in here and go down to the box and rewire it correctly?
Right.
Yeah.
Put another set of
I was
fuses
lucky.
in.
Now let's turn one of them off to use the other one.
That's what I do too. I was just like, fuck it. I won't start the coffee maker till I'm done the microwave.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to stop the wash until I microwave something. Can't control the fridge. It's going to run when it runs.
Yeah, I was fortunate. I knew a contractor who's licensed, and they came in, they cut the walls open and everything, and rewired just that one portion. And he didn't bill me, which, I didn't ask him to, but that was really super nice of him. But I could imagine what the bill would have been after all the work they did on it. They were here for like 4 hours getting that job done.
Yeah.
After the original people, when they put it back, fucked it up.
I went, before I moved into my house, I went downstairs and, saw where all the breakers were, and then I went to each outlet and each switch to turn something on, and I would turn it on and then run the breakers and see which one controlled it. And then, some of them are just wild. You'll have, one bedroom is on one breaker, and then an outlet in a room across the house is on that same breaker. It's like, how did that happen? It's not even close to it.
Just lazy and probably had short wire and didn't feel like running another whole piece of wire all the way back to connect it right. And,
well, yeah, and then in one of my rooms, I got 3 outlets in it, and they all are on different circuit breakers. Just like, it's crazy.
Yes, Rory? Rory went dark. Turned his cam off. He's up to no good. And he muted his
He
mic.
got a phone call. He must be talking to Vash because he's the same way.
Vash might have fallen asleep. Vash, are you awake?
He's muted.
I know. Vash, are you awake? Vash?
He wouldn't be able to answer. He's muted. Come on.
I know. But every night someone asks him if he's there. Figured I'd get it over with.
Yeah.
In case I forgot to say it today. Fuck Chad. I know you're in the chat someplace. Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck you.
Wow.
Never seen someone take so much pleasure in making everybody fucking miserable.
Yeah.
It's the type of person that you hope gets up on his roof one day, accidentally slips and lands on a white picket fence. Asshole and balls first.
Oh, that would hurt.
It does.
It does?
I had a neighbor, well, not a neighbor, he lived like half a mile from me, but where I live, it was like he rode on the same school bus. He fell off his roof junior year in high school. We didn't see him until like the second quarter of senior.
Yeah.
And he had a bag for his balls and piss,
Oh,
and
shit.
I fucking wrecked him. Little white picket
No pun
fence.
intended.
Oh, no, yeah.
You nearly killed him.
Fuck him up.
Yeah.
He used to be like a dating stud, and then it's like he wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah. Nobody wants to deal with that.
Bye, Carrie. Not that she'll hear it in time, probably, but
She
yeah.
lingers a few waiting.
I'll be right back. Gotta go get something.
Could I make that your avatar? Okay. I don't know what Diego's asking me. The guy with the white picket fence up his ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think he means exactly.
I don't think I'm going to do that one. I'd have to get actual footage.
Yeah, really.
I'm sure you get Doc or Carrie to like superimpose something. It would work.
But there's that image out there of that guy who was trying to break into the building and he fell off the side and landed on top of the spires at the fence and it ripped his head off.
Oh, jeez.
That was always an interesting one to see pop up.
I can't believe it's 3 fucking months. Oh my god. I thought 2.
There goes your audio again.
What?
Yeah, you sound low.
I dropped again, huh?
Yep,
That's better.
Not much. There it is. Yeah. I wonder. It's got to be the directional I've got on this.
Could be. Is it twisting away from you maybe when you're talking?
No, it's got different settings. I don't really want to go omnidirectional because then
Yeah.
I forget the modes. I'll have to look it up again. I managed to score a Yeti for like a Blue Yeti for like under 80.
Mm-hmm.
So I snagged one. Well, fuck it.
It seems to be working fine now anyways.
I adjusted the mode.
Yeah. Maybe that's all it needed.
Oh.
Could have been just dust in the switch too.
No, I've just I turn it on so it's only front facing and it only picks up off the tip of the mic facing.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes if I talk off to the side, I lose it. Chris is calling into trash now.
Mm-hmm. On her show.
I think it's JMZ's on right now.
Okay.
I like the guys over there. I don't know. That's just not me. I don't, even when I'm drunk, I don't go and say things that I don't mean and then expect people to forgive me for them just because I was drinking. That's different. I mean, if that works for them, that's great. They understand each other that well, I guess. It works. It's just, to me, I can't, I don't do that. I've never done that, and someone does that to me, that's fucking, you're done. I don't want to talk to you anymore. But I still like listening to the shows. Good shows.
I've never listened to much of their stuff.
Oh, there's a lot of good ones. JMZ is good. Boots' show is really good. Crystal's were good. Wish and Boone was good. I used to download them and then transfer them onto my phone, and then play them through my car when I was working on the weekends and stuff.
Yeah, that'll work.
Kills time when you're paying attention and trying to follow a conversation.
Yeah, anytime there's a long drive, those are the best time to have them on.
Yep.
Maybe podcasts, that is.
So, where's the other boar? What's going on?
I haven't heard from David today.
David?
Yeah, they're swapping off and on.
Domina was in chat, but she didn't come in.
Nope.
Anything in Twitter.
Somebody was using some sort of Domina name over on Podtrash. I don't know if it was actually her or not. It was anonymous Domina.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't think she would use that name, but it would be more like, yes, I am fucking Domina.
What's still going on over there?
I'm actually trying to eat something for the first time today.
Oh, you have the flu or something? I saw you said
Something's starting up, yeah.
Yeah.
Is Nancy holding still?
No, she's not doing good either. She
Maybe
had to
if you
go to
stop
a
trying to eat her when you're sick, she wouldn't have a problem.
There you go.
If she wants your mouth
With her
down
legs
there,
at the moment, she can't get away.
it doesn't mean she likes it.
Oh,
Give her a
well.
yeast infection or something.
No, well.
Oh, well.
Summertime flu is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's definitely something going through Texas. Donna picked it up when she was in Dallas.
My husband's in Texas. Shit. You better not bring it back here.
Say he may come home sick.
Yeah, he's in, fuck, where is he? I think he's in Dallas.
That's where Donna got it from.
Oh,
Dallas.
Now, if are you in Las Vegas? I heard.
Yeah, I'm outside Las Vegas, but yeah.
You should go in and like say hi to Lee.
Yeah, I mean, I've spoken to him.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, he lives about 20, 25 minutes from me.
Oh, what did he post recently? He's walking down. He's taking a fighter down to the fight.
Mayweather?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my husband actually, a couple weeks ago, he went out with, like, he's got a cop friend, and he went on a ride-along, and he met Floyd Mayweather. He bought everybody, God, I'm trying, not In-N-Out, though, the other one that everyone's dying to try when they get here. No, maybe it was In-N-Out, not Fat Burger. Yeah, he said, no, it was either, I think it was Fat Burger or In-N-Out, I don't remember, but, he said, yeah, he met him, and you know, he was super cool and bought everybody in the place dinner. I mean, this was probably like 4 a.m. or something. He said, because they went on a graveyard shift right along.
Maybe he deleted that post. I thought he said he was walking him down to the ring or something. It was either that or Mosley or somebody.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Did you see it?
Yeah,
when?
He talked
Yeah,
about
when?
it on here.
Yeah, whoever was fighting,
going on here.
he went to the ring with him. Might have been Mayweather.
Somebody
I think it
big and
was
he's going to
I think maybe.
whatchamacallit, periscoping it live.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
It's the weigh-in, I think. That's
Oh,
what he's periscoping. And
yeah,
then
I
he said
can't-
something about doing the walk-in as well.
yeah, I can't find the tweet about it now. Maybe things fell
I could-
through.
Because I think Mayweather's fighting in December again, if I remember right. Sometime before this year, he's fighting again. Fighting some nobody. I don't know whether to like that guy or not. Mosley? Okay.
Yeah. So Willie just said.
Cool.
Yeah, I couldn't remember who he said, but he was all excited about it. I do remember that.
Yeah, it must be fun to do.
Oh, heck yeah, it'd be a blast.
Yeah.
Andrew, he's so into Periscope, it's perfect for him right now.
Holy
And
shit!
something like that could easily launch into a huge business for him.
Yeah.
If Periscope really takes off.
Right.
They still
Yeah,
have
if
a
it
feeling
worked.
people are going to get bored with that very quickly.
I think people are going to get annoyed with being on it and not knowing they're on it.
Well, that and plus your phone notifying you every 30 seconds.
God, my son just got home from football. It's 100 degrees out here. I can't believe. Yeah, they don't just. He walked by the computer and he goes, "Is that Vash'Skellar?" He's only 13, so it's funny to me.
You're world famous, Vash.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who cares about this one, but check this out. I'll put a link in the chat here. That's fucking neat.
Oh, are you putting it on the side?
Yeah, side chat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Someone
He made
carved
that,
it
eh?
out of. He carved it out of. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the type of wood, but
Ooh.
Daniel Logan was the young Boba Fett in the Star Wars movies.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
He was the kid, yeah.
So he made it.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott is
It's up for charity.
king of this stuff, right, Scott?
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
I think you're a little more than aware.
Yeah.
That's a conversation piece. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's very nice.
It is gorgeous.
A lot of work, a lot of detail there.
I share that in the regular chat without getting all fucked up.
Here, I could put it out there.
She's done an Ewok head.
Yeah, little teddy bear.
No.
You want me to put it out there?
Yeah, I always mess it. I always forget how to break it up so it actually. I don't know why fucking YouTube is so picky about that dumb shit.
Just the .com basically is all you gotta take. Separate.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So when are some of these loud talkers gonna come into the hangout?
I do not know.
Like Diego and Willie and Dan and Mitchell.
Mhm.
I wonder where that posted was.
Do they have links, Vash?
Yeah, I just gave the link for the image.
Oh, I see.
They just have to take out the.
No, I meant what
space.
Bio was saying. What Bio was saying.
Usually when people want to come on, they'll ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll send it to him.
A lot of people like their anonymity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chad! Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat there.
Come about to say coughing.
You're right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounded really scary.
Fuck, sucker! Excuse me.
Yep.
Yeah. Quiet night. Well,
Yeah, I get absolutely no energy at all at the moment.
Doc and Carrie both made an appearance and then left.
Together.
Ooh. Rory's been silent for a while now.
He had a hard day of meetings.
Diego doesn't have a mouth.
Diego doesn't have a mouth.
That's what he says.
he can't come on chat. He has no mouth.
No.
You're welcome, Nancy.
That just popped up on my chat now.
Well, at least we can't call Diego a cocksucker. Got no mouth.
Wonder where these servers are.
What's that?
But I wonder where these servers are physically housed. Because my chat always lags by about 2 seconds to everybody else's.
Mm.
I would bet YouTube has probably got multiple hubs that work in conjunction with each other because they have to have some redundancy, I imagine.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Rory could chime in on this if he wasn't busy doing something else.
What are you doing, Rory?
Turn his cam on. Let's see what he's
The
doing.
$2.99 a minute's costing him a lot.
Fucking cat, go away. He only wants attention when I sit here and it's like at night. That's when he decides he wants attention.
I didn't think who it was that I was unmuting that night. Thought it was funnier than muting them.
You fat fucking bastard. Get off me.
Who's a bastard?
My cat.
Oh.
My son named him Francis. I wanted to call him Dickhead.
I hear that from a lot of people. They have cats and they're always cussing them out.
I like him. He's a good cat, but he's a big bully. He'll take his head and some cats rub into you.
Yep.
He takes his head and just rams it into you.
Yeah.
Like physically pushing your head back.
Yeah.
He's a big fucking Maine Coon cat.
It's forceful.
Yeah.
Mine likes to try and tackle me as well when I'm walking across the floor.
Oh.
He won't do this with me any other time. I have to be right here, and then he gets up on my lap like a big baby, plants his butt in my crotch, and lays entirely up my chest to my face,
Yeah.
and then kneads right near my neck.
Ow.
Yeah.
That's when you grab both paws and put your thumbs right into the middle of their pad so the nails just can't get to you.
Yeah. Well, for some reason he thinks he owns me after like 10:30 or something.
Sounds like mine too.
Hey, you let him get away with it.
Yeah, it is.
Well, see, I had another coon cat before this. I had her for 22, 23 years. She was old.
What kind of cat?
Coon, Maine Coon.
Oh.
She was a female. And boy, if I didn't know better, I'd say they're almost identical, except for the personality is a little bit different. She was a lot more lovey all the time.
Well, they usually have great dispositions on them anyway.
Oh, yeah. Except for he's a dick. He doesn't like the female cat that's here.
No, really?
She's getting old and she's starting to get sick.
Oh.
Yeah, so, like, he's got the dead animal syndrome where he beat up on the animal that's weaker.
Ooh, that ain't good.
No. He beats the living fuck out of her, too. She's like a tiny little money cat.
Oh, poor thing.
And
How old
he's
is she?
like, oh, I took her in as a stray before I met my wife, like 10 years ago, and I'm guessing, let's see, I'm guessing she's at least 15, if not probably 18 at the, as reasonable. And he's like 3 times her size in total mass.
Oh, I'm sure. They're like freaking raccoons.
Pretty much, yeah.
And my uncle used to own Maine Coon cats. They were enormous.
Great cats, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They were very loving cat, but you could do anything you want to them. They didn't care.
Oh, this one, me and him got into it when I first took him. We took him in because some lady was moving, and they couldn't take the cat with him. So we was like, we'll take him.
So what does that mean you got into it with them? Did you fight them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We had a little disagreement on kind of. I got shit scratched out of my arms and forearms and hands. But since then, we've been good. He realizes I'm in charge.
That's good you guys came to a truce.
Yeah.
Yeah. I chased this little fucker all through this house.
And then you get the car.
I grabbed him by his scruff, and then he started like trying to bite and claw the shit out of my arm. I was grabbing him and everything else.
Ugh.
For a big guy, he moves fast, and he's got some fast claws.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, the
right
only
now,
problem is they don't stop fast. That's when he usually tries to take me out by the ankles.
right now, he's got his head on my chest, one paw under his head he's kneading me with. And then he's got his other paw drooped off to my right side near my rib cage, and he's kneading on that. He's not even kneading like a normal cat would a nipple, you know what I mean? He's just like, I'm doing this just because.
It's
Right.
relaxing.
Yeah.
And I know the tips of my claws really annoy your skin.
I'm glad he's relaxed. If I get a hurt on, you're flying, dude.
You won't even notice.
He could care less. He's got his eyes closed. He's happy now.
Oh, heck.
Yeah.
But if I don't, you hear him. He starts, meow, meow, meow. You won't leave him alone. It's like a whiny little fucking kid. Dad, 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 dad.
Oh, the worst. We're there yet? We there yet? We there yet?
Pretty much. Brian's here.
Yeah?
Yeah, you just jump in chat.
Oh, in chat. Okay.
You know.
Hey now.
Because he had popped
Hey,
in
now.
earlier.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Dave. We'd recognize you. Your voice among the other 37 whatever billion people on Earth. We would know yours. Just do what Ian does. Talk like a Mexican or talk like you're a cowboy or something.
Cowboy.
Use a voice.
Change that voice.
That was amazing that night. He did that the first time, though, and his stutter was totally gone.
Yeah, it was kind of neat because he actually seemed surprised.
Yeah, he did.
What the fuck? I can go around sounding like an idiot, or I can keep stuttering.
That's
He made
what I
his choice.
told him. I said, just keep doing an accent everywhere you go. Who the hell cares?
Yeah, what are they gonna know? Pretty soon they'll just adopt the accent.
They'll be used to it.
Let's put it this way: move to Britain, then you won't have a stuttering problem anymore.
Nope.
You just keep trying to talk like everyone else, and no one will know. He hasn't been on for a while, has he?
Saturday, maybe Friday.
Really? He's getting ready to go back to school, I guess.
Yeah, that's starting up, and he had that arm infection going on too, that impetigo.
What did he decide? What I don't remember if I've heard, but what was he going to school for?
Let's see. Alec is journalism, and Ian. I can't remember what Ian's is.
Yeah, I've never heard.
I'd like to say gynecologist, but I doubt it.
Yeah, no, Carrie's
Ian right now. Take this pill and put it right in your fucking pussy.
I wonder if he might be communications.
I think I remember what their sister's going for. It's special, something to do with special needs, I believe, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to think.
Acting and yeah.
I know she's got a lot of the acting in there.
Was it psychology?
Where's
Yeah,
Carrie when
something
we
like
need
that.
her, Dan?
Or something like that. It was cool though.
I don't recall her ever saying anything, so.
This is a while ago because I remember I was talking with her and I thought it was neat that she was going into a profession that she could relate to in some ways from personal experience and personal life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are some of the best people to help others deal with it. The overcoming the challenges and other things. Lord knows she's gone through her share already. Same with her brothers and everything else. You really are a prick. Fucking cat. I want to have a
You're talking to me.
I want to have a cigarette, but I want to fucking light this poor bastard up by mistake.
Yeah, poof. Especially with the amount of fur they have.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, speaking of that, did you hear that story about guy was hiking through the woods up in Idaho and his dogs jumped into a thermal spring and got boiled to death? He jumped in to try and save them, and he damn near died from it as well.
Wow.
Yeah, like there was a fire crew or something.
Why did the dog jump in?
Since that was probably water.
Yeah. They used to jumping into that spring all the time, I guess, when they get to there.
It was just too hot this time?
Well, they're trying to say it's because of a lack of rainwater, diluting the hot water down. But that whole area has been having earthquakes, and it's an old dormant volcanic field. And it's not all that far from the caldera in Yellowstone.
Well, no, they're saying Yellowstone's still active.
It is. It's been increasing, actually.
Yeah.
The lava dome has been moving, they said.
That thing ever goes, we're all going to feel the effects of that one.
Oh, my God. That erupts, the entire country's going to be gone, basically.
This is not the pussy I wanted laying on my cock. He's shifting positions and just like sprawling out across me like some kind of throw blanket.
At least it's nice in the wintertime, though.
I started talking about my pussy and then she left. Was it Karen? I forget her name, so I'm sorry.
Karen? No, she left a little while ago. She was having a tough time over the Nick Demeanor incident.
Yeah.
That's a subject you really can't talk about because you can never win or convince anybody. What are you going to say?
That's what we said. What could be said at the time? It was said, it came out, everybody was shocked.
Yeah.
Saying anything after the fact isn't going to change it or remove it.
No.
What's done is done.
Yes, sir.
I hate to say this, but I've gotten addicted to this stupid Android game. Fallout Shelter. So
What's that?
Fallout Shelter.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's an Android game. It's free, but it's sickeningly addicting at times. And since I have free time to sit on my ass,
you got time to play games.
It's taken a hold of me. No, I say I could play much better games on my computer, but it's just for some reason I haven't been.
Uh,
I need something I can pick up and put down in a minute or two.
yeah.
Which game is it?
It's Fallout Shelter.
Oh yeah, actually, I saw my son talked to me about that the other day.
Yeah.
I like games like that. They're quick and easy to play. You don't have to sit there and play them for.
Aren't you just putting people into like rooms to do jobs, and that's basically the whole idea of the
You're in
game?
a giant Fallout shelter, and yeah, basically. You have to keep the community going and keep them happy and keep them working and defend against raids and random attacks that happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's dumb.
It's a PvP game, isn't it?
Well, you can pay
Oh, okay.
if you want to get some of the higher end extras and stuff. But
No, but I meant the raids are coming from other players, aren't they?
no.
Oh, okay.
Based off random scripts, I believe. Why the hell is there an explode? Oh, that sucks.
I remember my oldest was playing one for a couple of years. You had to build yourself your whole fortress and everything like that, and expand it. And that was a PvP game because people would be attacking them all the time. Those games, after about 3 or 4 weeks, I start getting bored with them.
Yeah. Well, I was dumb enough and I bought some and some of the in-game stuff just to make it a little easier, and then I felt obligated to not waste my money. So I played some more.
I think Zen Pinball was the only one I ever spent any money on. I was just buying a couple of tables. They were $1 a piece or $1.99, something like that. It's actually a decent pinball.
I'm just not going to tell my wife I spent money. That's all.
Yeah, of course not.
I want to buy one of those arcade machines where it's got like 7, 8 games inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you used to play at the bowling alley or whatever.
Those are popular.
Yeah.
People like buying those systems where you can like flip or change out the top real quick for different controls, and some have multiple controls built in.
Yeah, my brother's father-in-law has one. It's got Pac-Man and Defender and Centipede all in one unit. It's pretty cool.
Mm.
Just pick whatever, Donkey Kong.
I used to play this dumb one. It's called Crazy Climber. There was this idiot that would climb the side of skyscrapers.
Mm-hmm.
People would like throw things out the windows at him, try to knock him off. It was the dumbest fucking game, but boy, I just love that thing.
What was it? Nickelodeon? They used to have the kids' game show where they were playing different video games. I remember watching that like in the 90s. My kids would be watching it. They had like 5 different video games you had to choose from. I can't think of the name of the game show was now.
And we used to have a Sega Genesis. There's this game called Toe Jam and Earl. It was fantastic.
Yep, I remember that.
God, that was a great drinking game.
What were you drinking on?
Oh, we just have beer left and right. It was great. Pause the game anytime you want. Go get a beer. Come back.
Yeah. They just stood there and bounced up and down.
Yeah, that was a fun game. Got annoying at times, but
I like the humor of what was it called? Earthworm Jim.
Yeah,
I never played that one.
It was dumb, but it was funny.
Yeah.
I would love to get a like 60s or 70s vintage pinball machine.
Yeah.
Before they started raking this board so hard that the balls came down at 400 miles an hour and stuff. I
Right.
guess I was playing pinball.
Somebody should come on. I'll show them my pussy.
You've shown your pussy before on game.
I have? Okay.
Yep.
Thought I was
Just
gonna-
don't remember it. You were drunk.
No, he wasn't drunk. He was on his pain meds at the time.
I might have. Yeah, someone made a comment about that on Kermit and Friends or something. something about me being on pills or something. I said, "You're making yourself look stupid." I stopped taking the medicine and the pills about a month or two ago.
But they love to run with a good story.
Yeah, it's funny. You say you take pills, for whatever, and then all of a sudden you're an addict.
Yeah. Sorry, I had major surgery and had my foot cracked open in 4 places. And
Sissy, deal with the pain. You don't need pain meds for that.
yeah, fucking pain meds.
Come on. You're from Maine.
I'm fine. Just give me a beer.
Suck it up.
Walk it off. Walk it off.
Yeah. Rub some dirt on it.
Sorry about being such a pussy.
Yeah. Dad used to say, rub dirt on it. Get up.
One of the few things I remember after surgery is they're like, "Can you feel anything?" And I thought about it for a second, and I moved, and then I was like, "Yep." My eyes started fucking just watering. It hurt so fucking bad. So like, okay, yep. We were just wondering how much you were still feeling after the spinal tap and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, we're gonna put you in a morphine drip," and I'm like, "Whatever. I can barely see straight. All I know is this hurts, and I can't see shit in focus."
Yeah. They give you a spinal, just regular anesthetic.
Excuse me?
Did they give you a spinal?
Just regular anesthetic. They gave me something in conjunction before they knocked me out. That was supposed to help with that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they did a partial block, didn't they?
No, they did a full block.
Oh, okay.
The entire leg.
Good
Supposedly.
idea.
Didn't last. It was supposed to last up to 24 hours, I guess. It barely lasted 12 hours.
Yeah.
And I was in surgery for 6. So,
yeah, when they did Nancy's shoulder, it didn't take at all.
yeah.
And the doctor tried to even argue with her after the fact. It's like, absolutely didn't take. The anesthesiologist, rather, was trying to argue it. And the surgeon even looked at it and said, "I can tell by the way she's reacting, it didn't work." "Oh, yes, it did. It worked. I know it did." "Well, it's not working now."
Yeah, they monitor her vitals. They'll know real quick.
Exactly.
That's what they were doing with me. They were looking at my vitals, and then they asked me, because I don't think I actually realized anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
They had just woken up, like maybe a minute. They asked me, I was like, "Huh? I don't even know where the fuck I am." Last I knew, I was saying something to the doctor, and boom,
It was
I was
kind of
gone.
back from '98.
Yeah, they didn't even have me count.
Really?
No, they
Didn't
gave
you?
me something before I went in. They were supposed to help with knocking me out, and then they started. I don't even remember getting the nerve block.
Yeah, it's usually right after they give you the Versed. That's the first thing. You don't remember anything.
They gave me
that happens.
a pill or two to take,
Yeah.
and then I laid down on my stomach, and then I heard them talking, and I said something back, and then I don't remember anything. It was gone.
Yeah, I love when they tell you to start counting from 100. Like, you wouldn't even make it to 90. You're out so fast. It's like, why 100?
Yeah, count back
Start
from
me at-
3.
Start me
Yeah.
at 20, something reasonable. Maybe 10 or 20.
Let me see how far I can make it this time.
Yeah, the only time I freaked when I woke up out of surgery was I had a kidney stone, and they blasted it, and I woke up and I had a catheter, and I was like, what the fuck is this? The only time I had one. They're like, we're going to put a catheter. I'm like, why? I go, get this thing out now. He's like, all right, I'll take it out. Oh, man, that hurt.
That's why I try not to complain too much, because I've only had surgery twice. Well, 3 times in my life. Once was tonsils.
Yeah.
But I've never broken anything, so I mean.
Yeah, me neither.
Lucky you
Hell, I
guys.
still got my appendix.
Same here.
I didn't have my tonsils out till I was 27.
Oh, I still have my tonsils.
My wife doesn't have hers anymore. She lost hers recently too.
Yeah, there's typical stuff: tonsils, wisdom teeth. That's basically been it. A few kidney stone issues, but that's nothing major.
Yeah, those hurt like hell from what I hear, though.
Yeah.
I would never.
The only
want
time
to
it
do that.
sucks is when they go in to put a stent in. I just hate that. But
Oof.
Yeah, that keeps you in constant pain. At least kidney stones will give you relief once in a while when they're not moving.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I never have to deal with that. The only reason I'm taking any type of antacid now is because my nose drips 90% when it runs. It goes down the back of my throat. It doesn't come out the front much at all. I'm a mouth breather, hardcore.
Yeah.
And then when I sleep, it all pulls up in my stomach. And then when I wake up, I feel like I want to throw up every morning.
Not fun.
Nah, could be worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for what I've had to go through, it's nothing major.
Yeah.
Considering what some people go through.
Fucking right. That's why, like I said before, ODP pisses me off. It just frustrates me to even listen to him.
Right.
He seems like a nice enough guy, and I bet you he is, but boy, his perception on life is just fucking straight sideways.
Yeah, if I can't eat what I want, I don't want to live.
And good, here's a knife, go check out.
Yeah.
I hate to say it that way, but Jesus, there's no talking to that guy.
Yeah. Well, you try and move on.
That's why he left. You know, he's going to go find a new group that'll take sympathy on.
Yeah.
What, the Anti-Feminist League or something?
Well, you do at the beginning. You have sympathy for people at the beginning, but when they keep coming back and back and back and saying the same thing, it's like, we already went through this. What else do you want me to say?
Need money for a ticket.
It's like, you know, Danny comes in and everybody was trying to help him when he got off the wagon. You know, what else are you going to say to the guy?
Not a damn thing, because they're ready to stop drinking again.
They're
not going to stop.
It's up to him now to stop.
Like I said, it was obvious a couple days beforehand he was going to stop because he was already talking about, I can start over again after 100 days.
Yeah.
That's just setting yourself up right now to drink. And the first excuse he got, he jumped all over.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Rory, cocksucker, what are you doing?
It's a long phone call.
He's sound asleep weekend.
I bet he is too. Bet he was nodding, and then he just, I'm gonna turn my can off so they make fun of me, and he nodded off.
Yeah, I used to hate days where we have nothing but afternoon meetings. Freaking day dragged on forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had days, you know, everything everybody does. You go in and there's really nothing to do that day.
No.
I hate those. I've had it before where, you know, you're supposed to do this project and this one. Well, it got delayed because of this issue, this one. We have to wait on because we don't have everything yet. And then, like, well, I got nothing else to do. You got to try to find something to do to keep busy.
Let's go bowling.
Yeah.
Where's my Netflix?
It happens a lot of delays in automotive, so or they change their mind. You go out or you do something, they say it's urgent, so you hustle and get it done, and then you know you send them an email. Okay, it's sitting at my desk. Come pick it up when you need it. And then 4 days later, it's still sitting at your desk. You're like, well, I thought this was urgent. Why is it 4 days later and it's still sitting here? So it technically wasn't as urgent as what you said.
Yeah, you know, I used to love that stuff too.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, a lot of urgency.
Oh yeah, we used to get, we need 2.5 miles worth of conduit glued together. You know, we got to have it done today. So we can be out in the sun all day long fucking gluing together 40-foot sections of this shit. And then the pipe sat there for a good 8 months afterwards.
Right.
Are you fucking shitting me? That was nasty work.
Yeah. Yeah, we keep getting new modules coming in from Korea on a daily basis, or every other day. So we got 7 today, and you need to do some stuff to them. And they say, we need you to work on this. It's like, well, you got 14 that I've worked on this week and you haven't even touched yet. So I'm not going to work on these till tomorrow.
You're fired.
Yeah.
Now, is that a union type job, or
No.
do you think it would be? Probably in the electrical union,
No.
CWA, or
Nope. No. Where I'm at, we don't have a union. It's not big enough, really. Yeah, you go over to Chrysler and have to do work there, then you got to deal with the union. It's funny because you can't do any work there unless you have a union guy there with you. So then you'll start working, and then the union guy will get up and leave, and then you continue working because that's what you do. And then someone will come by and say, "Why are you working? You don't have a union guy here." It's like, "Well, he was here. He got up and left. What do you want me to do?" "Well, you can't be working if there's not a union guy here." "Okay."
What the hell's the reasoning for that?
I don't know.
you're just not telling us.
You could tell us, but then he'd have to kill us.
Yeah. No, it's just, I don't know. I guess they only want you working on what you say you're going to work on. If you do anything extra, then you're taking away somebody else's job.
Oh,
They said that a lot. Yeah. I was like, okay. So what turns, from a 1 hour job to an all-day job. But that's okay. You know what you're getting into when you do that. So you plan the whole day, and if you got out earlier, it's a bonus. Like I had to go out and work on 3 vehicles out in Chelsea, which is where Chrysler's main headquarters is, for vehicle testing, that type of thing. They had a road track out there for testing. So I had to go out there one day and I had to work on 3 vehicles. When I was done, I was like, "You sure you got nothing else for me to do? Because this is, it takes an hour to get there. And you got nothing else, right?" No, we're all done. We don't have anything else." "Okay. You sure?" "Yeah." So the next day I get back to work and I got an email. "Oh, there was one more vehicle we forgot about. Can you come back out?"
Jesus.
It's like, yeah, it's 2 hours of driving just to go work on 20 minutes worth of vehicle. It's like, horrible. But
Life is so unfair for you.
yeah, but you deal with it. If you're getting paid and your work finds out that you're going out to do a 20-minute job and it's taking it takes you 2 hours to drive, they're not happy about that. I care less. I'm getting paid regardless. So.
Fuck you. It's my job, not yours. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That probably won't go over well, but it'd be fun to do.
Right. Exactly.
Sorry, just answering the question. Someone just saw the Lever's channel was deleted again.
Oh.
You done something done wrong again.
Hey, I'm boring on purpose now. Awesome. I'm a superhero.
It's your superpower.
I don't know. Wish somebody would tell me.
You have a superpower. That's cool.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll figure it out.
I wish my superpower was like making pussies come. That'd be cool. I could just look at somebody and make their pussy come.
Yeah.
And watch them squirm. There's a soundbite for you, Chad. Fucking prick. I saw some video about these vibrating panties. Or not panties, the thing you put in your pussy and under your panties and they vibrate whenever they hear this noise. You can, like, make the noise happen.
Oh, nice.
Torture the shit out of some lady.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
I'd like to find that noise and just drive around with a bullhorn. See if I start hearing people screaming.
And just hear this weird vibration noise coming from her.
Right, Rory? You should turn on his cam. We need to take a picture of him sleeping.
Oh,
Hey, Rory, we had this Asian chick come in here, and she had seen you on, and she wanted to hook up with you and get your phone number, but you were asleep. You turned on your cam, and you weren't there. You were sleeping.
it was like when Gina fell asleep the last 20 minutes of the 24-hour show.
Oh yeah.
I wish you.
Planning on doing another one of those soon?
Nah, probably not.
Yeah.
How is she, anyways? I haven't seen hide or hair for.
Oh, she was having some medical issues. They just found out what it was. No, it's nothing major. She'll be all right. Women's stuff.
Was it last week she was on?
Did her vagina fall out?
No.
Okay, and then she's alright.
She'll be fine.
So what are you doing tomorrow night, Dash? You just gonna do something after Eitan's show?
I don't know yet. We'll see what time he gets done and stuff.
Yeah.
I already caught shit for that last time.
Well, what?
What's that?
I made a donation I probably shouldn't have made.
Oh.
But the guy in E-Town looked good. So
Yeah, I liked him a lot.
Oh, yeah.
fuck it.
Eitan shows are awesome. Except for the one time with the technical difficulties, they've all been really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, but that didn't bother me. It really didn't.
Oh, no.
The way he handled it, I just felt like, hey, whatever, we're in this together. It was all right. It didn't bother me in the slightest. I was more than willing to give him the slack by the way he handled it. It wasn't like he was sitting there moaning and bitching and whining or just being a dick and being all frustrated. He was just like, well, we'll roll with it and we'll deal with it and
Yeah.
the best of it. And
I liked it when he was doing theme songs from TV shows. Yeah, it was really good last time. I only one that is go with it and just start singing whatever. Take requests from the crowd.
He wouldn't do any Phil Collins.
No?
No.
Do you say why?
I don't know. He's just not familiar with it, I guess. I was like, really? He's been like a premier songwriter for his entire life. And
Yeah. Can't imagine not many people know who he is,
yeah, I don't think he's touring anymore for health reasons from what I last heard.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him in concert.
I heard he was going to be coming back.
Well, I heard something, but he was having health issues. And
I think that's why he quit. He was having lots of hand problems from the drumming.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, just, the guy can write hits.
I thought recently, though, I read or heard somewhere that he was going to be coming back and doing a tour. But
that would be great. I might be willing to go down to Boston for that.
Yeah. See, I always remember him for Live Aid. That was pretty neat what he did. Remember Live Aid?
Yeah, I'm that old. Remind me.
That was pretty neat.
I think I'm older than you. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Are you over 40 or under 40?
Over.
Are you over 45 or under 45?
I am under.
Okay, I'm older than you.
Okay.
It's not really playing like one of the Price is Right games. You're going to start narrowing in now. 42, 43, 44.
Are you between
Price is Right.
44 and 45? Yeah. I've already admitted I'm old. I need reading glasses. I'm done. I'm dead. There's already dirt on my head.
I'm surprised they haven't done something like that again over the years.
Too many egos and not enough real talent.
Yeah.
I won't say Miley Cyrus is untalented, but she's too self-centered and just
You see
not
the video?
that much real talent.
Did you see the video of her on Fallon
Yes.
No.
with
No.
the pasties?
No, I saw the one on Kimmel where she went out and interviewed people as a British Australian reporter. Yeah.
No, she was on the Tonight Show, I guess, and she had on this sequenced cape and then just sequenced pasties on her tits. They said on the title was something like she made Paul McCartney uncomfortable or something.
You see, Madonna did it, and she did it kind of right. She didn't go too far, but she really pushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was still kind of tasteful. I'm sure if everything came out to public knowledge, it probably wouldn't be, but Lord knows her pussy was like a fucking turnstile in New York subway.
That's where she got to be. Where she got to be. Do you remember when they first released the Playboy pictures and she had the unshaved armpits? Everybody was crazy.
Yeah, that is nasty. Have you seen a picture of her recently?
No.
She looks like she's fucking from Zimbabwe and been starving for years. She fucking looks disgusting.
It looks like Kelly Ripa. You know, that girl's never had a great looking body. Except the girl she was on a soap opera and then she took over for Kathy Lee with Regis.
Oh, yeah. Kelly Ripa, yeah.
Ripa.
Does way too much weightlifting.
Oh, Madonna's arms look like an Ethiopian's neck or something. It's just fucking. It's like. If I want to stick my dick in something and see it move, I'll use a fucking condom.
And she's still trying to shock everybody.
I just think it's her choice of lifestyle now, what she's doing and eating and exercising. And,
she's always changing, though.
Yeah.
Always experimenting, doing something different.
I think she's trying to not eat. She's succeeding gloriously.
And she's doing well at it.
Just,
What about her daughter? Is her daughter good looking?
I don't know. I really. I mean, I had no real interest. I was like, I'm not going to hook up with her daughter, number one.
Right.
Number two, I'm too old for her daughter.
You know.
And number three, we wouldn't just get along. I couldn't have Madonna as a mother-in-law.
You don't have to see the mother-in-law.
Oh, yes, you do. Everyone thinks that when they get married. Mother-in-law is always right in there, especially if it's, if it's a daughter and it's her mother. Yeah.
There was an intervention on the other night where the younger sister stole the older sister's. Well, one sister stole the other sister's boyfriend.
Yeah.
And that's what caused the one sister to become an alcoholic.
You cannot call Maury Povich an intervention.
No, it wasn't Maury. I think it was actually a new episode of Intervention because they said that the girl had been sober since July 15th, 2015. Well, then they got that one out of the can really fast.
Yeah. What was the other one? The other talk show. Who's the other guy? Jerry Springer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those are horrible. Even his bodyguard's got a show now.
Steve Wilco.
Yeah, well, maybe he's not a bodyguard, but security.
Well, he was a Chicago cop, wasn't he?
Was he? I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, back in the day, though, Jerry Springer was funny as hell, the shit that they'd come up with.
Yeah, at the beginning, yeah. I remember when they had so many of those talk shows on.
Oh, hell yeah, that's all that was on for a few years.
Yeah.
I want to point out an important fact in history. If it wasn't for Gonzo, Krista wouldn't have been so involved with Kermit and Friends. And Gonzo is the missing link between Pod Trash and Kermit and Friends.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And
well, that's
the
what
point
they were pointing that out earlier. That Gonzo always got to do both shows without any problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's up to them. They do whatever they like on their network.
Yeah.
I just think it's odd. Okay, that was random. Sorry.
That's all right. I was saying, well, at what point is it?
Well, it wasn't really random because it was going on in chat too.
Huh? Really? Oh, Gonzo hates Chad.
There were some entertaining fights though.
Yeah. But at what point do people get tired of the chats and or fights and stop doing them? I guess forever.
Yeah, I was going to say they don't seem to.
Yeah.
Well, I got bored of doing it over at Lisa's show, so when the opportunity arose over here, I started over here. And then I got invited in. I don't remember why or how.
But the same fights over and over and over for the same thing. It's like,
I never fight over anything. I was just making fun of Elisa. Now I go in there and I put fun K&F facts. Elisa spends 2 times as much time on putting makeup on than show prep.
I know you and Jimmy get along real well.
Yeah, you know, it's because I didn't say something and speak up when Vash made his decision, apparently. And of course, I don't know the whole truth. I don't want to know the whole truth.
Right, same here. I don't know 100% what went on.
But Mel has been fine with it the entire time with me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's that's up to Jimmy. I'm not going to argue with Jimmy. I like Jimmy. Jimmy can be very funny. He can be very fucking irritating.
Yeah.
But I have no problems with Jimmy. But Jimmy
me neither.
Jimmy has a problem with me, and I'm a piece of shit according to him. So that's the way he wants to think of me. Well, I'm sorry, but I still like you, Jimmy.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with Jimmy.
Chad, on the other hand, fuck Chad. I don't care if the Pope goes up and blesses his soul. Fuck Chad.
The only thing with Jimmy, and I don't think it's an issue. It's just he's really fixated on Frank for some reason.
Frank is like a fun toy you don't want to put down.
Yeah, and I just have no desire to deal with anything Frank.
Yeah. I go over there sometimes. I think he knows it too. Frank does. I go over as Frank's abused penis, and I tell stories and I ask Frank to stop doing certain things to me. Stop putting peanut butter on me and let the dogs get to me.
Yeah.
I don't like it. The dogs don't like it.
That's good.
I just keep doing stuff. Yeah, it's just the guy is so whack. You can't talk to him.
Yeah.
Because he is so overbearing that he just sits there and laughs at you, and he doesn't really argue or discuss what you bring up. He just puts you down and keeps laughing.
Yeah.
Somehow he justifies that as he's right. So he's just batshit crazy. He will be in a padded room, and eventually Elisa will be in that same facility in a padded room. Like I said, eventually the looks will run out. Benji will wake up or something.
I wonder if she's ever thought about what she's going to do with the rest of her life.
This was definitely not a good choice recently. And of all places to do it, Spreecast. I mean, she would have better luck and make more money straight out the bat if she was playing Nintendo 3DS games and live streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
She could get subscribers and get tips and blah, 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 blah. But she's doing this, and she's, if anything, she's dragged her own name through the mud worse than anything else she's done.
I think she thought she could do what Howard does.
Okay. After the first month, it was obvious that wasn't happening.
Yeah, but I think she still believes that.
She's batshit crazy. And I don't understand why some people just entertain her delusions. It's like, oh, I want to be friends with her, so I'll agree and I'll kind of see things in a slightly rose-colored glass.
Yeah.
No, it's not good. It's trash. I hate to say it, there's more mature discussions in here. even with some of the dumbest shit we've done in here. It's been completely pointless and silly. At least it's entertaining with some content.
Right.
That is just garbage and self-promoting crap.
When the hell were we ever entertaining?
Oh, yeah.
Come on now.
Oh, most definitely. I'll say that straight face.
Back on the OxyContin again?
No. Some of the discussions and stuff that happen in here, I actually giggle and I laugh. I find it funny.
Oh, glad you.
It must be entertaining if people come back.
A gluttons for punishment, one or the other.
Well, it's like your way to get the alternative news that's actually true, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
You can go over to Kermit and Friends and watch it firsthand and get it all twisted.
Get the alternate reality.
Yeah. Brian, we're just trying to help you. We care about you. I'm only using you for content because I love you.
Yep.
No. Anyone that was here knew that we weren't like demanding you do anything. We weren't forbidding it. We just made a deal when he said, no, I promise I'm not going back on. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
It's just like, just sits there and twists things to her own little fucking dried up pussy view.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than a dried up pussy either.
Twist the panties tight enough, long enough, you can probably save a lot of money on like waxing and stuff. Just keep pulling the hairs out one by one.
Yeah. Going in dry is never pleasant. No wonder she probably doesn't like sex with Benji. Because she's never getting wet. I wouldn't want to get fucked either.
The friction burn after a while gets to be too much.
Although if she's come to terms with doing it that way, she'd probably be into anal.
Dry anal.
Oh, yeah. Uka chaka. One of my favorite scenes I used to love was that Clan of the Cave Bear when they go, Ayla, and they slap their hands together like that. Yeah. That meant Ayla, it was time to get on all fours and get some. And Ayla would get down on all fours, and the old caveman would get behind her.
Yeah, I missed that movie.
It wasn't a great thing, but
I remember all the girls back in like the 70s and 80s reading the books, though.
Kind of like the movies you don't feel like The Gods Must Be Crazy.
Oh, that was a great movie.
Oh, that was so fucking stupid. I walked out of that movie and got my money back.
Well, I wouldn't have gone and paid for it. I caught it on cable one day and I sat and laughed my ass off.
Yeah,
But I was also stoned at the time, so.
Well, I probably would have stayed if I was stoned.
The Coke bottle smacking the guy off the top of the head from the airplane, I thought was a riot.
I wouldn't mind getting stoned again, but just my luck, I have to do drug testing and boom, in trouble. Or that one time for a promotion or a new job comes up and they're doing drug testing. You're screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, you can always buy clean pee.
Too much effort.
Yeah, it takes one time and it screws up your career.
Yeah, unfortunately. Until medical marijuana becomes legal in the state or something.
I'm surprised
Even then it
that.
doesn't matter.
Maine is trying.
I thought they would have by now, actually.
I think they may have. I don't think they've gotten medical full, but I think they're really close to it.
Well, Mass went from criminalized to decriminalized to medical in a matter of months.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't take long once they decriminalized it. A lot of places tried to overrule it and said no, so that's when they went right and pushed for the medical on top of it.
Neat.
But it's such bullshit because I think it's the ex-treasurer ended up getting like 3/4 of the licenses to own the stores. No cronyism there.
Well, when I did all my paperwork for this job I got 3 months ago, it said even if marijuana became legal in Michigan, we still don't support it, and if we test you, we will fire you if we find you're taking it.
Yeah, so you could have a nice lawsuit with that.
Yeah, about to say that's going to be a hard one to enforce.
Yeah.
Because once they
But
say
you would have to go through all of it, though. That's the point, though.
Once they say that your medical health is not as important as your job, it'd be like saying, no, you can't take Tylenol anymore.
Yeah.
It's been prescribed to you, and it's for your own health and your betterment. Sorry, you can't. Yeah, that's a tricky slope.
Well, I know, but
yeah,
you would have to go through the whole process, and during that time, you're going to be fired. And then who knows how long it would take for them to decide in your favor and say, oh, you can keep your job.
Oh no, by then you'd be going for back pay and damages.
Yeah.
Because you can't go back to a job like that, obviously.
Right.
Too much, because
then you're missing all your payments on your mortgage and everything else while that's all going on.
It's a bullying tactic. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Having been married twice now, I'm very familiar with the bullying tactic. It gets used often. Mostly on me.
Yeah.
But it's alright. It's a give and take.
All right, well, I think I'm going to get going.
Yeah, I think it's that time of night.
Go watch midget porn and jerk off. I knew it.
Yeah, I got to do that before going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping a good
All right, well.
I'll feel better tomorrow myself.
Yeah.
Bastards are going to leave me.
Yep. You can sit here with Rory.
Talk to the people in chat.
I might do that for like another 5 minutes until the auto shuts off.
Talk to the folks in chat.
Well,
I don't know how long that stays up for after.
I don't remember. One time we got kicked out. I think it was like 10 minutes or so.
That's okay. I'll watch a TV show or something.
Yeah, or find another chat to go to.
Heartless fuckers leaving me here to die.
You'll survive. Well, if we don't do anything tomorrow night, I'll see you at some point this weekend.
Alrighty. Well, we'll all be over at Aton's show anyways.
Yep.
We'll figure out from there what we want to do.
Yeah. All right, guys. Take care.
You too. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you probably sometime tomorrow night.
Fuck you, Chad. Fuck you.